Thank you guys for joining. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna shave my head. Haha. Just kidding. We're actually going to be talking about the power of productivity, healthy habits, consistency, discipline, and all the good stuff. Having consistent, healthy, or beneficial habits that keep us productive are essential to helping us become the best possible version of ourselves. Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that I've successfully rewired my brain to engage in a spectrum of healthy habits every single day, and those habits make sure that I consistently stay productive. And if I'm completely honest, with the life I'm currently living, I have no choice but to be productive. I'm a content creator. I create artworks for myself and for other people all the time. I do my vocal exercises every single day. I go to the gym. I go to university as well. And then there's a bunch of other stuff, but I'm not willing to publicize that just yet. Let's dive right in. Let's talk about it, how you can almost bottle that feeling of accomplishment and truly become the best possible version of yourself. First point, create a morning routine that you love. You have to start your day with enjoyment. Get up earlier to allow yourself a moment of peace and quiet during which you can wake up in your own time without having to think of anything. Setting my alarm earlier and waking up slow has done wonders. Because when you wake up 20 minutes before you leave the house for work, for school, for whatever place you have to be, you might get a little more rest, but too much rest actually makes you feel even more tired during the day. But that also kind of shows that you're dreading the day ahead and you're not really looking forward to everything that's to come. You're not starting the day with something that you're looking forward to. And dreading the day ahead is what ultimately then leads to procrastination. And I know that's something that a lot of people struggle with. So what I do is I get up a little earlier than I could. I chug about a gallon of water, then I have a quick matcha, and then I do my art. Creating my art is extremely therapeutic for me, and it's also a task that I'm getting done. Not only am I starting the day with something I love, but I'm also getting something out of the way that I would otherwise need to do at another time. And because I'm still so tired in that moment, I'm barely noticing. And I'm slowly waking up with my vintage music. It's the perfect start into the day. I'm excited to get up, and by the time I actually have to leave the house, I also already feel much more awake. Try to prevent stress and impressions from the outside world at all costs in the morning if you can. I do not even turn on my phone for the first hour of getting up. I do not want contact with anyone, and whatever the world wants from me can wait until I'm done with my cute little morning routine. At the end of the day, it all comes back to prioritizing yourself. Make time for yourself and start the day on a positive note. A great technique that has allowed me to consistently stay productive, and I've actually seen other people talk about this as well, is time blocking. It's an extremely effective way to get tasks done and create habits. Create an action plan and block out a period of time during which you will get a task done. Do not say I'm going to call the dentist sometime this week. Say I'm going to call the dentist at 1 p.m. after I have my lunch at 12 p.m. Maybe that sounds a little sad because everything's super organized and strict, but you don't have to do that every day. Do that when you have tasks that need to be done. If you don't do time blocking and have a list of things to get done that you never get done, I can tell you why. It's because you're letting yourself know that you seemingly have forever to do these things. Set yourself a deadline. Apply a little pressure. You're going to be amazed by how quickly you become productive and get things done seemingly overnight. Keep the ball rolling and do what needs to be done. It's called discipline. Now, when it comes to wanting to start a new healthy or beneficial habits, there's a couple of steps I suggest you follow just to make sure you're not setting yourself up for failure. Just to clarify, failure when you want to start a new habit is quitting. Because guess what? If you quit and you're anticipating the day you quit, it was never a habit. First things first, envision what motivates you. Where do you want to be? Where could this habit potentially take you if you manage to master discipline and consistency? What are the benefits? How would it change your life? Let's say going to the gym. How would it impact your body? Let's say practicing an instrument. How quickly would you be at that level you want to be at? Envision it. Paint a picture in your head so clear it truly motivates you from within. And then the next step is already to plan it out. It is very important to do this step by step, not to get overwhelmed. Because when you get started, it's very easy to only see where you are now and where you want to be. What you truly have to focus on is all the little steps, because otherwise you're going to get overwhelmed, and you're also not going to acknowledge how far you've already come. That is also so important. Always take a moment to look back and appreciate everything you've already done, not everything that you haven't done yet. It is so easy to give into a state of lack. I don't have this. I haven't done this yet. I'm missing missing this, I'm missing that. Don't do that. Be present, be mindful, and take it one day at a time. If you are confident and convinced by your goal, you know that you are on track. When getting rid of a bad habit, it is so important to identify your triggers. What or who encourages you to give in and engage in that bad habit? Once you've identified that, the easiest way to eliminate it is by changing your surroundings. Let's look at another example. Say there's this lady, Beatrice. Beatrice walks to work every single day in the morning. On her way to work, there's a McDonald's. So every single morning, because it's convenient and affordable, Beatrice gets herself a McMuffin and a whole breakfast Happy Meal. I don't care if they give you a whole grain option now, it's unhealthy and it's a bad habit. Beatrice wants to stop. So how does Beatrice take action? She changes her surroundings. Beatrice now walks to work on a different route, on the parallel street or something. I don't know, it's not that deep. Problem solved. The trigger was seeing the McDonald's, having the opportunity to go in there. Now that she doesn't see it anymore, she doesn't go there anymore. It's as easy as that. Often a trigger can also be a person who pushes you to smoke a cigarette, to take a drug, to buy something, to engage in activity that you actually don't want to engage in. I think it's pretty obvious, cut them off. They're nothing but trouble. Don't ever shy away from getting rid of people, places, things, or whatever it is that causes you harm, makes you feel uncomfortable, or makes you do things that are not good for you, or things that you don't want to do. You are the number one priority. So now that you figured that out, it's actually time to start being productive and start the habit. In order to start, you need willpower. Willpower is what motivates us, gives us that first kick, but it's Waypower that keeps us going. There's a great difference that I love to talk about between will and Waypower. It takes a lot more than just starting, so it takes a lot more than just willpower, because willpower might make you engage in the habit once. You go to the gym once. Waypower is what pushes you to keep going. Waypower takes you to every single step, the steps I told you to actually focus on. Waypower is also what motivates you to actually start your workout, because willpower only got you there. Now, of course, it's also not too strict and it's a mixture of both, and whatever floats your boat, but I like to create that contrast. I think it makes a lot of sense. Like I already said, make sure to track your progress, celebrate the small successes, give yourself time, be patient. You cannot go from bench pressing 30 pounds to 300 pounds in 1 month unless you want to snap your elbows. You're only human, there's no rush. You should actually work on embracing the habitual behavior and all the benefits it comes with, rather than everything you're still missing. With that being said, I feel like I've mentioned everything I would like to touch on for this video. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Let me know about some of your productivity tricks and methods. You can never have enough. I would love to hear about them. Thank you so much. Take care and see you soon. Bye.